Hi, how are you? I know you're not well, so we won't keep you around
Here's a
forever.
cold. That's all
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Mostly it's a cheerful cold.
a cheerful cold. That what constitutes a cheerful cold?
When you've got a cold, but it's not that bad, and you're just kind of taking life as it comes, and it's mostly just fun.
Oh, Sam, that's so nice. I'm gonna steal that. A cheerful cold. I've never heard that before. That's lovely. I thought you meant like, oh well, I picked it up at the conference and I had a nice time, so it's like
Oh,
kind of
right.
worth.
That too.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Um, so obviously we've been away out of the office pretty
Yep.
much all last week, and early this week we've been like not feeling great um, because of con crud. Um,
Yay.
thank goodness it's not COVID.
Yes.
Yeah, y'all don't worry about us. We're all good. Um, so other than that, what have you been working on? I know that you've successfully, alongside Isaac, of course. Thank you, Isaac, for your hard work. Just want to acknowledge that while you're with me, Sam. But I understand that you've wrangled the Steam Workshop side of things for the Planet
Yes.
Editor
Yes.
update. What else have
Yep.
you done?
So that's been my focus is getting the Steam Workshop support in. So that's not released to test or experimental yet.
Yep.
So no one else other than me has used it. So who knows how it'll work once it's actually like in front of other people. But
Mm.
that's all good. Um, Other than that, in terms of the game, we're kind of at the point where there's lots and lots of little things to do.
Mm.
So there's no kind of we've added this great big feature, but lots of little this is not quite right and that needs to be tweaked and
Mm.
all the rest of it. Um, Added a few new tooltips which people have been requesting, um, and Isaac's been doing amazing work. Just heaps of feedback coming in from one tester in particular, and um, just churning through, getting that all sorted out and making things nicer to use and stuff.
Yeah, awesome. Good stuff. Yes, thank you very much to Gibby or Gibby, um,
Yep.
who's been doing so much QA for us, and also the folks at Team 17 who have been helping us really rigorously test the update. I think this will be like the
Yeah.
most thorough QA we've had for an update yet. Don't want to like put ourselves on blast here, but would you agree with that?
Yeah. No, we've been working pretty hard at getting it to work nicely. And it's a relatively big change, so we've got to make
Mm.
sure that it's not going to break when we release it.
So, other than what you've just talked about, are there any like noteworthy changes that are in our patch notes that you want to talk about? Think something that you're
Ooh, I
particularly
should
proud of?
go and I should go and read them. That's a good idea. Do, do, do,
Yeah,
do.
I'm gonna have a little sip of
I enter
water.
them and then I forget about them because like that's yesterday's news.
That's fair.
Um,
Yeah.
so we made it so you can tab and shift tab between a lot of text boxes, like when you're setting up
Mm,
shipping lanes, the maintain and leave things, you can tab between those,
that's a really
um,
nice little change.
which is nice. Um, what else have we done?
Heaps.
Heaps, lots of. I
Heaps,
mean,
heaps.
like I said, there's just so many details, so many little bits and pieces. Um, Things like when you're in the planet editor, if you make an island that's too big, it pops up a warning saying, "Are you sure this is going to like tank people's computers?"
This is gonna
Um,
make your computer run very slow.
yes. And making sure that achievements, so we've disabled achievements if you've got custom planets, because otherwise it's just trivial to make a planet that just kind of wins the achievement for you.
Mm,
Um,
yeah.
so achievements were disabled when you start a game with a custom planet, but then it was forgetting that the planets were custom, and you'd load the game, and suddenly you got all these achievements.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
Yeah, so it's just all sorts of things like that.
Mm.
It's hard to pick things out and go, here's an amazing new feature, because it's just lots and lots and lots and lots of that kind of stuff.
As well
Ooh, what
as. I'm sorry, yes, you're gonna say?
I was just saw what Retna asked. With all these smaller tweaks, what management tools do you guys use to keep organized for getting things done? So we use Trello at the moment.
Which is awful.
Um, which was fine when this was a solo project and it was just me. But we're probably going to change that to something else.
We've definitely outgrown it, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Works fine for one person, works fine for certain kinds of things. I've heard people say it's great for art workflows, but for like keeping yourself generally organized and for programming and like bug tracking and stuff, it's starting to, it's very heavily creaking.
For sure.
We haven't decided what we're going to go to next. I think we're considering either Jira or Hack and Plan.
Yeah, I really.
And there's a million other possibilities, but you got to just pick one in the end.
Yes. We also have a lovely producer who's recently joined us temporarily. Another Sam Cook from Christchurch. A recent import from old Canada. She's lovely. She's so switched on when it comes to production stuff. Do you know when you just like meet people, Sam, and it's like, oh my gosh, this person's super capable. She's like that.
Yeah. I'm like, wow, I didn't know half of that stuff even existed.
I know, right? Oh my gosh, so funny. Retna asks, you guys are linked up with Team 17. Yes, we are. So Team 17 came to us 6 weeks before we launched on Steam, and they were like, hey, you want to publish before we leave through us? And you and Anna screamed a lot, Sam. And by scream, I mean, you were capable adults and you negotiated, and then we went with them. I might have screamed a lot. I was like, oh my god, this is so much.
Yep.
So yes.
I don't think I actually ran around the room doing a Kermit flail, but I certainly thought it.
Oh yeah. The internal Kermit flail. Oh,
yep.
That's so funny. So as well as all of that great stuff you've been getting into before we leave with Isaac, that you can test right now on the experimental branch if you're on Steam. If you're on EGS, please let us know. We'll hook you up with a key. Other than that, we have some exciting news on the Mac front, right?
Yes. So the Mac build has been approved. So the date when we're planning to release it is very, very soon, but I don't have it 100% guaranteed settled, so I don't want to say the actual date. But it's like super soon, like really, really soon.
Super soon.
Yep.
So I don't think we have anyone in chat right now who uses Mac, but I know that we've had a lot of people asking about it previously. Yep. So fear not, Mac OS players, we've heard you, and Before We Leave is coming very soon.
Indeed, looking forward to it.
And we don't have a release date yet for the update that we're working on, the Planet Editor update. But we should have a release date for it by the end of August.
Yeah. We do finally, like we've been sort of taking a while, but we have a date in mind.
So good.
We don't want to announce it soon because we're not like guaranteed that we're going to hit it, and we don't want to give you a date and then say, oh, sorry, we had to not.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
But yeah.
Fabulous.
Wabi just said, so the release date to release the release date is the end of this month.
Yes.
Sure.
That's
like one of those trailers to tease a trailer coming out soon.
Oh god. Those exist, right? I feel like they do.
Yep, we should do a trailer to announce that the release date announcement is going to happen soon.
There's just voiceover from me in the background being like, this is so stupid. Oh no. Anyway, Sam, I know that you aren't feeling 100%, and we've been chatting for 20 minutes now, which is
nice.
Given that I was like, oh, you'll just be around for 10 minutes, it's fine. It's a little bit longer than I intended. Oops.
All good.
But it's always nice yarning with you. Thank you for hanging out with me and the community. It's always good to have a lead dev who's happy to sit down and chat about stuff.
Absolutely. It's always good to have someone who's happy to stream and things.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's nice. It's probably the highlight of my week. Even though I get nervous every time I do it. It's so silly. I'm like, I love streaming, and then I'm like, ugh, I'm so anxious. Oh god. Standard.
Yeah.
Anyway, you have a great day. I hope you feel better soon, and we'll probably do a stand-up after the stream, right?
Yep. Cool.
All right. Bye, Sam. Thank you again.
See ya.